So I started inking my card without pressing the record button on my phone. So pretend this is completely white. What I'm going to do is I have 3 different distress pads here that I'm going to use to do my inking on. One is scattered straw, I have weathered wood, and I have chipped sapphire. So I'm going to first do the scattered straw, and what I like to do is go get a scrap piece of paper just to get an idea of how much ink is on my brush. And I'm going to start in the center and basically make a circle. What I'm doing is this part right here where the lantern is. Now, the die cuts that I have used have a lantern here. If you choose to do different die cuts, you would adjust your inking to match whatever die cuts you choose. So, I mean, this particular one, I wanted it to look like the lamp was on and it was radiating light. So that's what we're doing right here. Next, I'm gonna do the weathered wood. Once again, I would check my ink level on my brush before inking, but I want a little bit blending into that yellow and then radiating out. And I'm choosing 2 blues, one a little bit lighter and one a little bit darker. And because I chose a navy background for my card and the silver that I'm using is non-porous, so it is not going to, the ink is not going to stick to that. So I don't need to worry about having blue on my card base there. So I'm just radiating out here. Now this particular piece is just to blend into the weathered wood. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to start doing just a circular motion. Better to start with a lighter hand and then add a little bit more pressure to get the color darker than to be a little bit too heavy-handed right off the bat. One of the things with these ink colors is they're translucent ink, but if you're really, really heavy with it and you get too many lines or stripes in there, it's very hard to blend it out. You can blend it out to a certain extent, but you're never gonna get it completely out. So better to have a lighter hand and then add some pressure to it. And if you want to add more pressure, you can add a finger on the top part here to add some more pressure. I typically don't have a finger there because I want to leave, I'd rather add more than wish I didn't add enough, or wish I didn't add that much. These inks are always easy to add more, but you can't take them away. Once you've put too much on, you can't take it away. And for this particular card, the technique that I chose, it just made sense to add these pieces to it and then ink afterwards. If you feel more comfortable, especially if this technique is new to you and you want to ink your pieces first so that you know that you have them how you want them before adding them to your card, absolutely do that. You could even lay them out and ink them all separately. You do it however it makes you feel comfortable. One of those things that's not necessarily a right or wrong, it's personal preference. All right, so I think I have as much ink as I want. I don't think I want to add any more. So I'm going to leave it like this, and I will be back in the next video and we will do our die cutting.